I am speaking to you from the Cabinet Room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
During World War II, many children living in big cities and towns were moved temporarily from their homes to places considered safer, usually out in the countryside. This was called evacuation.
For most children, being an evacuee was scary and exciting at the same time. The children had to leave their families and homes behind and try to fit in a host of families in the countryside. The majority of children had a wonderful experience, but for some, their host families were uncaring and mean.
Dear Mum, I miss you very much, and I hope you're alright. I have a lovely family. Their names are Miss Evans and Mr. Jack, and a girl called Sarah. She is much older than me.
Great to hear that you heard from Dad. What did he say? The farm is really nice here and there's lots of animals to explore, like I saw this animal called a cow. How's your job going? What are you helping with? Are you building things or making uniforms?
Miss Flossie and her brother Oliver collected me. Miss Flossie told me to call her Aunt Flossie. She is very kind. However, her older brother Oliver is very strict, but funny.
The family that I am living with are the Charles family, although they tell me to call them Aunt Lou and Uncle Donald. They are really kind. I work at their shop sometimes. Even though I miss London, it's really fun here. The first night I stayed here, I wept bucket loads, but now I've learned to stay strong.
Yes, Mum, I eat all my veg and my favourite meal is sausage, mash and beans. If Dad comes home, you have to come and see me. School is okay, maths is a bit hard. I made 5 friends called Daisy, Flora, Poppy, Penny and Molly.
They also let me help on the farm. The farm smells really weird and doesn't smell that good.
Thank you for the marbles. I've been using them all the time with my friends. If Dad does come back for a bit, will you be able to come and visit? I hope he is having a good time in the army.
The people that look after me treat me really bad. They have thrown away the marbles that you have gave me. Now I do not have anything to play with. They gave me chicken bones for lunch.
I played with a yo-yo and your marbles. I hope Dad's come soon. He did not call me yet. I'm hoping he will call.
And I have to call her Aunt Daisy. She smells like cows. No wonder her name's Daisy. I feel so lonely because there's no children to play with. My new school is not like the one from the city. The people here are really different. I miss Dad so much, and can you write to him that if he's all right?
The grown-ups that chose me are very nice and are feeding me well. I wish you and Dad were here. Mrs. Lizzie has taught me how to ride a horse. I hope Dad will visit a lot and maybe the 2 months will come round really quickly.
I've been listening to the teacher. He said I was the best in the class. Oh, I have a super big room. I have my own wireless.
My teacher and my friends are really kind to me as well. We went to see all the animals and some of them are so disgusting. I'm having so much fun here, but it would be much, much more better with you and Dad.
Please send Dad my love. I miss him a lot. If I was 18, I'd come home right now and help Dad fight in the war. In my new school, I've got a friend called Fahim. He's an evacuee as well. My teacher is really strict. Yesterday he got his cane and liked Fahim talking.
I'm learning how to do things on the farm. My favourite thing to do is milk the cows. My favourite cow is Daisy.
Some American troops are stationed near us and they have given us this new thing called chewing gum. My new school is great. I have made a best friend called Nafi and we are learning how to do long division.
On Friday, my friends and I are going to get fish and chips for a party. How is it in London? I hope you are safe. I I can't wait to see you.
Last night I was crying and Miss Brown must have heard me crying because she came in and gave me a great big hug.
I'm trying to behave properly, but Mr. Smith is mean. He gives me cold porridge. When he's at work, Mrs. Smith buys me fish and chips.
Once when we had to go on a walk in our school near the farm, my friend was talking to me and she didn't look where she was going. When she stopped, she stepped in something squelchy and dirty. She knew it was cowpat and then she started screaming.
I miss Dad a lot. I hope you or I could visit each other. The school is amazing. I made lots of friends, but I only have 2 best friends. Their names are Sadie and Shyla. They have been evacuated too.
I heard that you got a message from Dad. What did he say? Anyway, in your factory, what's your new weapon? How big is your factory now? Did it ever get bombed?
And all I'm thinking is about the future. Yesterday I was learning how to use my gas mark and I finally got the hang of it. Today it was very dark because I didn't on the light once today, and at 4 o'clock it started to get all foggy and I got injured because I couldn't see where I was going.
Is Dad still fighting in France? Christmas won't be the same without you. How's everyone? Are they okay? It hasn't snowed yet here. I can't wait to make snowmen and have snowball fights. With love from Sarah.
All the children faced an uncertain future, not knowing if and when they would see their families and homes again. Long before mass communication, telephones, mobiles, the internet and the television, the only way of keeping in touch with loved ones was by writing letters. Writing and receiving letters was a vital way of keeping in touch with home.